Hi guys, hope all of you are doing very well. See, today the video which we are going to see is the number is 202, and for this book review it is the 52nd video. Okay, and today we are going to start the 17th chapter, a fresh chapter. And the title given by Dr. Joseph Murphy for this chapter is How to Use Your Subconscious Mind for Forgiveness. You see, the quality to forgive ourselves and others is so valuable that he has allotted a separate chapter for this virtue called forgiveness. You see, in the previous chapter, just the video just before this, that is the video before this is titled To Understand All is to Forgive All. So there itself he started giving us telling more about forgiveness. So when you understand somebody, it means you are forgiving him, because you understand that every human being is likely to have negative qualities also. So instead of making a big mountain out of a molehill, try to accept him as he is and try to forgive him. So forgiveness is a very good virtue which we all have to develop. Okay. So here I have given this as the title for this video, that is, forgiveness is getting your thoughts in line with the divine law of harmony. So forgiveness is getting your thoughts in line with the divine law of harmony. What is the divine law? That is the universal law. So what God wants to do, let it happen as per that. Let me not interfere with the law of nature. Let me not interfere with the divine law. Okay, so he says forgiveness is to forgive yourself. First, forgive yourself. Forgiveness is to forgive yourself. Then self-condemnation is called hell. Self-condemnation is called hell, and forgiveness is called heaven, harmony and peace. So forgiveness is a very good virtue. It's a very good quality which all of us have to develop. Now let's see what he has to say for this. See, Dr. Murphy is giving a lot of examples in support of his view. See, he says, life plays no favorites. God is life, and this life principle is flowing through you this moment. God loves to express himself as harmony, peace, beauty, joy, and abundance through you. This is called the will of God, or the tendency of life. Okay, so there is no point in blaming God, there is no point in blaming life. Therefore, it is silly to blame God for your trouble or sickness. And life always forgives you. Life forgives you when you cut your finger. See, by mistake, if you cut your finger, life is not punishing you. Life tries its level best to heal the wound. And as I have been telling all along, you just think of our body. Can there be a better miraculous machine than our body? Even if you put 10,000 engineers together, nobody can design a body so meticulously, so miraculously like this. So God has given us such a wonderful machine. But are we taking care of the machine so well? We eat all unwanted things, unhealthy food. We give trouble to the body. We don't care about the body. We don't care about the mind. We don't care about the chakras and the energy bodies and nadis and so on. We are leading the life as we think. Okay, but when we are troubling our body so much also, see, the body is showing symptoms in the form of diseases. It is only a warning signal. It doesn't stop functioning then also, isn't it? So the tendency of life is not to punish us, but to help us to grow. See, life holds no grudge against you, and it is always forgiving you. Whatever you do to the body, to your mind, life is forgiving you. Life always is forgiving you. Okay, life brings you back to health, vitality, harmony and peace. If you cooperate by thinking in harmony with nature. Okay, see, negative, hurtful, hurtful memories, bitterness and ill will clutter up and impede the free flow of the life principle in you. So we should get rid of all these negative feelings. Okay, and we should not feel guilty at all. See, when you make a mistake, you feel sorry. Okay, but don't carry it as a guilt in your mind. And some people go to the extent of punishing themselves because of the guilt feeling. We have no right to punish ourselves. We have no right to punish others. But instead, we should develop the virtue of forgiving ourselves and forgiving others. So that is what the whole chapter is about. And he is giving a lot of examples for that. You see, there was a man, a married man with 2 children. He never cared for his wife and children. He used to work till late night. And the reason for that was, number one, he wanted all his neighbors to think good about him, that he is such a hard-working person. Number two, see, he had done something wrong towards his brother, and that guilt feeling was so deep in him that he wanted to punish himself. That is why he was working so hard even in the night. Okay, long back he cheated his brother, and his brother cheated him back, tit for tat. Okay, but still, this man, he is feeling, because he said, I only started the whole thing. I only cheated my brother first. I should not have done it. And so that guilty feeling was going so deep into his mind that he started punishing himself by working hard. But he did not realize that taking care of his wife and children is also his duty, his responsibility. But not so, by not doing that, he is accumulating more and more bad karma in his account. He never realized that. His mind was so much occupied with the guilt. Then he went to Dr. Joseph Murphy, and he after listening to the whole story, he advised him that he told him, it seems, you are punishing yourself and you have to learn to forgive yourself. Like that, he gave him a lot of advice, and the man realized that God does not condemn or punish anyone. and that all his suffering was due to the reaction of his subconscious mind to his own negative and destructive thinking. He had cheated his brother at one time, and the brother had now passed on. Okay, still he was full of remorse and guilt. So then he asked him, would you cheat your brother now? He said no. Then, did you feel you were justified at that time when you cheated your brother? Yes. He answered yes. But would you not do it now? No, sir. Why? No, I am helping others to know how to live. So he is a transformed man. Then, realizing that, Dr. Murphy advised him to forgive himself first. Forgiveness is to forgive yourself. Forgiveness is getting your thoughts in line with the divine law of harmony. Self-condemnation is called hell. That is bondage and restriction, restricting yourself, self-condemnation. Forgiveness is called heaven, harmony and peace. Okay, so forgiveness is a very good virtue which all of us should develop. Okay, and the second example is a murderer learned to forgive himself. See, it is not that we can murder anyone and be happy about it or not feeling guilty about it and ready to forgive ourselves. Not that way. We should not do anything wrong. But at the same time, if we do something, we should regret for that. We should learn a lesson from that. But at the same time, we should not feel guilty about ourselves. See, there are two bad virtues, fear and guilt. Now, when you have fear and guilt, if you see my earlier videos on chakras, you understand that fear and guilt are the results of the negativity affecting the lower chakras. Okay, so we should try to get rid of these two negative qualities. Okay, so see a man who murdered his brother in Europe visited Dr. Murphy. And why he murdered his brother? Because his brother was having illegal relationship with his wife. So he shot him in one side, and probably he divorced his wife, and he married again, and he was blessed with 3 children. And he was in a position where he helped many people, and he was a transformed man. But he was having the guilty feeling that he killed his brother. Of course, nobody has the right to kill anyone. See, the mother gives birth to a child, has no right to kill the child. She is being only instrumental in carrying the child for 10 months and bringing it to the world. That's all. She has no right to kill the child. So, nobody has a right to kill anyone. But after doing that also, we can ask for pardon. We should not live the rest of our life with the feeling of guilt. Okay, like that. And see, we should be compassionate. We should develop the habit of being showing empathy towards our fellow man. And there is one more. See, to understand this fact is to be compassionate. The next logical step would be to pray for the other person's peace, harmony and understanding. You cannot be hurt when you know that you are master of your thoughts, reactions and emotions. Emotions follow thoughts, and you have the power to reject all thoughts which may disturb you or upset you. So we should be very careful about dealing with this. So we should develop empathy towards our fellow man. We should learn to be compassionate. We should learn the art of forgiveness. And there is just one more example where some years ago I visited a church to perform. Dr. Murphy is telling that he was asked to perform a marriage ceremony in the church. The girl was ready, the bride was ready, but the bridegroom did not turn up at all. So for 2 hours they waited, and then they left the place. And the bride to be did not even shed tears. She was very calm and composed. Then she told Dr. Joseph Murphy, "Sir, I prayed for divine guidance." You see, this might be the answer for why he did not turn up. Because she prayed to her subconscious mind that whatever is good for me and the boy, let it happen. So this boy did not turn up, meaning the divine law is that these two souls should not unite. So she understood that, and so she was so calm and composed. Okay, so this is the real meaning of being in the surrender mode. Surrender mode means we should surrender our life at the feet of God. Let everything happen as per the divine order. If we think like that, then there is no need for us to get angry with others, to condemn others, or to make mistakes. We will be mentally ready to accept whatever happens to us. I hope you understand this. Please ponder about it deeply, and the rest of the things we will see in the next video. Till such time, bye. See you.